ongoing cost savings.
But the second advantage of this approach is I think it will force the provinces over time, who have been resistant to any reforms in most cases, to either with a plan of comprehensive reform or to conclude that the only way to do it is status quo.
For example, had 3 vacant seats in the Red Chamber. Harper maintains that Canadians are divided on the issue of reform versus abolition, but not divided on the status quo of the unelected, unaccountable Senate. In Vancouver, a former RCMP officer has been handed a jail sentence for perjury. Monty Robinson appeared in court this morning. His case relates to the death of a Polish man who was tasered at Vancouver Airport 8 years ago. The CBC's Kieran Dillon has details.
Monty Robinson was convicted and sentenced 2 years less than 1 day in prison and 1 year of probation after that. Now, within that year, he's also going to have to do 240 hours of community service. Now, the judge this morning, while making the decision, cited a few reasons for his decision and for his sentencing. He said that there needed to be a reason that other officers would be deterred in the future from ever lying or committing perjury, saying that it's their role to uphold the law, not break it. The other thing, though, he said was that he needed to take into consideration his sentence Robinson's past with substance abuse and alcohol addiction, as well as his past with PTSD. Now, when Robinson will be doing those 240 hours of community service during his year of probation, he's actually going to be expected to deal with other First Nations people that are dealing with substance abuse. Now, I just spoke to Monty Robinson's lawyer. He says he has been granted bail and they will be appealing the conviction.
That's Kieran Dillon reporting from Vancouver. Authorities in Lafayette, Louisiana today identified the gunman who opened fire in a movie theater early last night, killing 2 and wounding 9 before taking his own life. They described 59-year-old John Russell Hauser as a drifter from Alabama who only arrived in Louisiana earlier this month. The motive for the shooting remains unknown. There's new hope today in the battle against a killer disease, malaria. It infects millions and kills hundreds of thousands in Africa every year. But now European officials are recommending approval of a new and groundbreaking vaccine. Our health reporter Betty Dopey has more.
Malaria kills more than 500,000 people a year, mostly children in sub-Saharan Africa infected by mosquitoes. So a vaccine is considered the holy grail of tropical disease prevention. Andrew Wiki is the CEO of the drug maker GlaxoSmithKline.
This is the world's first vaccine against any parasite. It's not just the world's first vaccine against malaria. It's never been done before.
The vaccine has 3 major limitations. It's only effective in 27 to 46% of babies, depending on their age at vaccination. It requires 4 doses, and it's unclear for how long the vaccine is effective. Mosquirix still needs final approval by the European Commission before vaccinations can begin. The manufacturer insists, even with the limitations, used in conjunction with mosquito nets, the drug will save lives. Vicadopia, CC News, Toronto.
Canada's Andre DeGrasse has won gold in men's 200-meter dash at the Pan American Games. The Markham, Ontario native finished in 19.88 seconds, a Canadian and Pan Am record. He's the first Canadian to run a sub-20 seconds 200-meter race. Jamaica's Rashid Dwyer finished second. Panama's Alonso Edward earned the bronze medal. DeGrasse won the 100-meter event on Wednesday in 10.05 seconds. That's the CBC News.